So today I'm making Christmas cards and I am using my stash. I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of leftover pieces from last year, from card making. I don't know, they look like this, like a pile of all kinds of little bits and pieces. I did have more, but I did make several cards, Christmas cards, using my stash from last year. So I want to go ahead and have a craft with me video making some cards. Let me show you some that I made. These are in Spanish because I'm making them for someone, and they say Feliz Navidad on them. And most of these papers are basically from scraps that look like these. So I put together several cards. So this one's one of them. Then I have these that I have in my stash. I've had this Christmas foiled decoupage, and it's from Do Crafts, Anita's. And I've had them for so long, so I said might as well just go ahead and make some cards with these two. You just put them together and you put some dimensional foam on them and they pop up. And all this one needs is a sentiment. I did use some paper that I do have in my stash to make the borders around the actual piece. So I put several of these together and they turned out like this. So they have windows and they look, when you put them all together, look at this one. This is so cute. It's like a winter scene with the sleigh and the Christmas tree in the back, and it's dimensional. It's 3D. Look at this one. This one's kittens that I did put together, and it's by that company, which is Do Crafts, Anita's. And so I made several of these. So what I want to do is I want to put together some backgrounds for these cards. Those that I did put together. So like, for example, this card here, this background piece is 2 pieces of scrap pieces, and I put them on with a border, and I did add these corner pieces there, and then decoupage foiled pieces that I did put together, and I just put my sentiment on there, and then there's a card, and it's ready to go, and it's so pretty, it's so dimensional. And so I do want to make some of these today using my stash, guys. I have so much scrap pieces that I need to put together. So let me go ahead and clear this up and let's get started. Okay, so first what I am going to do is grab one of these 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and I am going to cut them A2 size. So A2 size, it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I think that what I'm going to do is I am going to cut them smaller than that. But first, I want to have 4 of these. I do have some pieces that are already pre-cut in my stash. But because I do want to use red, this card here measures around 5 by 6.5. And you don't have to be exact on your measurement. I kind of am not. I kind of eyeball, but they turn out usually that size. But what I want to do is make 8/2. So because this is going to be a border piece, I'm going to snip off about 1/8 off of each side. So it's going to have, this one's going to be 1/8 off of the long side and the width, the length and the width. I have all my panels, backing panels ready to cut and ready to go. I'm not really going to need this yet, but I am going to put it on the side because you do need to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my pieces and just kind of start framing it out. I tend to grab some of the sparkly ones and actually I kind of compare. I like which ones see, like these two are together. I like that look. So remember, this is the panel. This is a panel, so it's gonna be the backing of the backing. So I might use this one here. Let me see. I am gonna measure and see if it fits. No, it's too small. So let me just grab another one here. Remember, we could always add another piece to frame it. I like actually how that one looks. there. So I don't know if you guys could tell right there, but it looks a little simple. So what we could do is we could add a little bit more contrast for this piece here to stand out a little bit more. So let me grab some more red. Let's see if this one will work. So we just need this piece to kind of pop a little bit more. So this is basically what I do to kind of get my card ready. And that red is kind of too bright. So let me go ahead and find something else. Okay, so the decoupage pieces came with these borders here. And so what I'm going to do is cut this to a size. So let me go ahead and cut this to size so you guys could see how I went ahead and made this panel for this. So what I'm trying to do is make a lot of these backing pieces with my scrap pieces, so I could have so I could just place these cuties here and make them an official card. So let me go ahead and do that. What I'm gonna do is speed up the process while I cut and glue these down to my card panel. I found the little pieces for the edges, the corner pieces, so I am going to glue these down. When I make Christmas cards, I just think about all the cute items that I have in my stash that I can always add and embellish. And I actually have been liking these little corner pieces. It just kind of centers your in the middle of the card, so it could be the focal point of your card. So see how that dark red kind of frames out the actual decoupage piece. And this is a little cute piece. I really like it. It's cute. It has a little I think it's a little puppy, and I think what they're trying to do is get to the cookie mix, and then we have a little kitten there with a little Santa hat and the cookie mix. So they're basically getting into trouble, and I love that little silver foil in the background. So this will be perfect for this here. And then I am gonna stamp here the sentiment. So because I am doing these in Spanish, I do have a stamp here. It's from it's from Fun Stamper's Journey. It's been in my stash for a while. It's in Spanish, and it just says Merry Christmas. Let me grab my stamp and let me grab my inks. I don't have that many Spanish stamps, and I need to get more in my stash. So I'm gonna use this VersaFine ink, and I'm gonna stamp this. Excuse my block. I tried to clean it, but I think I need some stamping liquid to clean this stamp. So I'm just gonna quickly stamp here the image, and it came out so crisp and cute. Perfect. Like that. Let me cut this out. So this is Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it onto my little piece that came with the decoupage. It does have that silver foil on there. So let me go ahead and glue that. Let me just go ahead and glue this down, because I know that I'm gonna use this piece for this card here. It was just a kind of sample that I wanted to show you. Sometimes it's difficult using your scraps and using the scraps that, or the color palette that your scraps have. But what I tend to do is I separate. So if I'm not going to be using green, like I don't see green, I do see this light color green in there. tend to stick to the color palette of the actual picture. That's going to be the focal point of my card. So I separated by color the colors that I'll be using. And I can give you examples, like for example, this one here. This one does have green in it. So I am going to have some pieces here that have a little bit of green so it could pop out. And then of course the board or the panel itself where I put my pieces on. And that one also has the corner pieces. I'm going to tie it in with the green of the focal point. So you also have green onto the Feliz Navidad sentiment right here. And so it turns out cute when you kind of match with the focal point. And so let me go ahead and put some foam on here. Now, I'm not an expert. I've been card making for a few years, but mostly I've learned through YouTube and through actual hands-on. So that's how I've learned how to make cards. Not everyone likes making cards, but I started making cards, and it's kind of like, you know how sometimes when you start out making something, it's kind of like your comfy zone. And when I'm making some kind of card, I don't know, it's just kind of like my comfy zone where I tend to return. I always go back to it. So I really like card making. Something about a handmade card for me as a crafter. So what I'm going to use is also this little piece that I did come with the little set. I am going to put it here. And that already has a little bit of silver on it, so it's going to tie in with the actual silver of the center piece that I placed in the middle of the card. So let me not cover that F. So I'm just going to kind of place it there. And it's so cute. It turned out from here, you add it to your card base. And you could add silver around it if you want, or you could add it to a white card base. So I'm going to be doing that probably at the end, but let me go ahead and make another one. This one turned out cute, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That shine of the silver. I love it. And so that's another one. So let's make another one, since there's a lot of videos out there that use their scraps to make cards. So I suggest that you go out there and you search on YouTube how to use your scraps. And I'm no expert, remember I just said that. I just try to use my scraps. So I'm gonna look for a piece. I think what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and use this one here. I like this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not using my die cuts with this one because I do want to get rid of my scraps. So that's the point of making these, to get rid of these pieces of scraps that I do have in my stash, and make some cards, some cute cards while I'm at it. So I want to because this does have silver and it has some of that tan in there. I don't know, I look at it and it feels rustic to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for another piece. So I found this piece here that's left over in my stash. I don't know, I love adding glitter. I can't stay away from glitter. And so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna cut this. I might fast forward so you guys won't get bored with me cutting these pieces of paper. So let me go ahead and just cut some of this to size. So let me go ahead and grab my panel, and I am gonna glue this down so it can look cute. So let me So let me go ahead and compare a little piece on here. Looks there. How cute. So I am gonna add probably a backing piece onto this one. So I decided to add a border on the top and the bottom. This piece came with this decoupage from Do Crafts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some wood on the bottom, kind of framing piece, and it actually makes it look a little bit more rustic. This centerpiece reminds me of the Jingle Bell song. Dashing through the snow. Let me see. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel guilty in throwing away so many scraps of pretty paper. Use them, and this is the way where it gets me inspired to make something that will be used for the holidays. And look how cute that looks, guys. That just looks so pretty. So I am not going to glue this down. This will have another sentiment because I do want to make more of these. Show you the complete one for this one here. Let me go ahead and let's make one more. Okay, so for this one, what I want to do is I want to do some mixing and matching. So let me just get a few pieces together. And what I'm going to do is just put some of these different size ones. See, this one I already used it, but I could use it again. Just adding some mini patterns together so it could look like if like it's a whole piece of pattern paper. Even that one looks cute there. So let me grab some of the glittery one. I think I grabbed it. Let me grab this one right here that I used. Oh, it looks so cute. Hold on, let me move this one up and then put this one here. And then move these up. Oh my gosh, it's starting to look so cute. Okay, now let me see which one I am going to use, what center piece I'm going to use for this one. But first, let me get another piece here. Probably this side. Oh, that looks cute. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put the polka dot here. And then put this one down there. Oh, it's already looking so pretty. And then the last one, I want to make it probably sparkly. So let me put this one, get a piece of this one here. Let me see. No, not that one. You can even use this one here. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. This is so cute, this border here. So let me go ahead and glue these down and cut them to size. Okay, so I have my little pieces here. So this one is going to go on the bottom. There. Now for these pieces, it doesn't matter if you overlap them. So they will be in the background and not so much gonna have to worry about it. It is just, you could overlap them so they could fit into the I forgot how I had them, so let me go ahead and start gluing these down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for a piece that fits on here, and I think this will be perfect. Look at that. That one's just perfect for it. Look at that. Now you see how you're not gonna see the imperfections in the background because you do have that piece there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. because I know that that one belongs with that one. And I'm feeling a little proud of myself because I did use those scraps. Look how that turned out. Let me go ahead and put a sentiment on this one and on this one too. Okay, so for this one, I am going to stamp Feliz Navidad in red, and the VersaFine, this one's satin red right there. And I don't use the decorative part of the stamp. I'm just using this middle part, so I do cut off the decorative part of the stamp. So let me clean off my stamp. Sometimes I just kind of take it off with a napkin, and let me stamp it in. This one is Olympia green, and it's from VersaFine. So now this ink here from VersaFine, you could emboss it. Let me just stamp it there. Oh, how pretty. So let me cut these out. Let me look for the pieces that came with these, the decoupage pieces from Do Crafts. So I see one here, this one, and I'll put the Feliz Navidad on that one, and this one, let me look for the one that goes with this one. Yeah, it's this one right here. So pretty. Add some of this foam onto it. So then we have this one here. So then we have this one that we made right here on this Craft With Me. And then we have this one here. I love how this one turned out. Look at all the paper piecing that we did. And then we made this cutie here. Let's go ahead and use our stash, guys. We have a ton of pieces that are sitting there. I'm a collector of pieces, so I have a ton of them. And I love this piece here. It's so pretty. I love how that turned out. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that I inspired someone, and hoping that you will use your stash. If you do, go ahead and tag me. Now, guys, please, if you are not a subscriber, I would love you to subscribe to my channel, and also like and leave a kind comment. I appreciate each and every comment. I might just put a heart to tell you that I did read it. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.